Hello, hello, hello. Okay, see where we are. Turn on my air conditioning. I live in the south, and so it is very hot right now. Okay. We are in Dwarrowdelf. And I am currently restoring things. Yeah. I basically did this all the way around. Down there. Sorry. Got a puppy. Yeah. So I've gotten the railings in all the way around. And diagonal walls, just some different decorative things. And now I'm going through the buildings and deciding what we want there. And I'm going to turn this down because it is a little bit loud. Just for a building stream, you know? So what I'm going to do on this is build. I am a chill builder, and I hope you like that style. I will explain some stuff, but I also like to just lose myself in the build. So if you need to get work done, or you're building along with me, not doing what I'm doing, but although you could, but building in your own world or whatever, or playing and just want to hear something alongside you. That's what I do. I do have some gaming streams, but for the most part, this is what I like to do. So I put this together. Well, I guess I should explain what I'm doing. Sorry. So we determined, my viewership and I determined that this would be, we would put a apartment building here. Kind of outfit Dwarrowdelf, kind of round out what was already in this space. I didn't want the stairs going up and down, although that may change later. And for those of you who are my normal viewers, I started saying something the other day, and I'm just going to put this together really quick. But the way to do like houses like that, that the game normally does, you have to put them up on a raised platform, and I'll show you kind of what you can do. And of course I got this from Mariac, so if you need any other advice, definitely go check out his Mariac Firmax, or the Adventures of Mariac Firmax on YouTube. He has a phenomenal gift of teaching, and he can explain the reasons we do things, why we do what we do, and to kind of help you understand what's going on, but also then translating that to your own builds and what you want to do, and make better decisions, I guess. So the outside definitely has to have the adamant barrier when you're lifting an area up, because you're gonna want to put pillars and stuff in here. And if I just use if I just put can we do this? You can't go very high up. There used to be a way to do this. Go higher each time. I think that's high enough to be able to show what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see underneath there, there's a stone rendered, or stone foundation. It's like a game rendered foundation that brings supposed stability into your builds. There's debate on that, whatever, that's a personal choice. I personally don't like to use it, or I use it very infrequently if it's just going to be the bottom floor of something, and I put it in at the very, very last. The reason is, if you want to put a pillar, and you're going to want pillars if you're building even a roof, it can't go through that. See how it goes red? If it's sitting on top of the floor, you're going to have not very good stability. You see how that's already like a yellowish orange? It means anything going above that is going to be in jeopardy, and even that might be in jeopardy of a stability check fail, in which case it could just collapse the whole build, or it could just collapse that piece. So you would want it down on the floor, and which you can't do it through that game rendered foundation. So it goes red. So if you put the same granite flooring on top of here, and it's even to the edge, and then you put the same pillar, it can go all the way through it. You can go on the side, you can go in the middle, you can do whatever you want, and you have a solid piece. It's the color it's supposed to be, so it means it's completely solid. It will stand a stability check. You won't lose that piece. Oh, I guess we got some... We should probably get some better weapons here. Oh, this'll do. So where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Okay, so since that was a solid color, that will pass a stability check. So when you load into an area, the game does it puts the building together, and it decides if it's stable enough to stand. And so that's what I mean by stability check. It will pass that. So, so you want as much solid colors as you can get. So, that's where I was going. So, if you want a building like that, then you're going to have like walls, whatever walls you want to do, around the outside, right? Now that's yellow because there's nothing underneath it. So just for demonstration here, you're going to put in what normally happens is there's a regular thing here, and then either this one or this one underneath. Okay. And then you can decide whether or not you're going to just do a solid. So it's all one thing like that has done. Or some of the other buildings have that decorative barrier that goes around. And so that's how you get that elevated, but you also get that decoration around the edge. Now, if you have, let's take out this back part and just put the granite floor. So you got a floor here, and then you got a floor here, which should render the foundation. You put a wall on top, same wall. See how that's yellow instead of solid? That's because it can't connect to, it's connecting to that floor instead of any kind of foundation. So not only is that a problem, but when you try to put this on, it won't go because of that foundation, that game rendered foundation. So the solution, anytime you come into that, is you get rid of that, and then you put adamant in there, because you still need the stability of the floor, or the floor being stabilized, having support. So you can't just leave it with nothing in there, but that's how you would do it. So I've seen Mariac do where he'll do it like this. He'll have like the outside edges be adamant, and then he'll do the inside as the game rendered foundation part. That works if you're going to have and he'll tell you this. This is just a really small example, and so I didn't want you to be confused by what I was saying. So because this is the floor senses this adamant right here as being the support for this floor, it won't put a foundation underneath it. If this is further out, like say here, it's clear, then when you put this foundation in, the first one won't have it, but the second one will. Oh, because it's going into that one. So see how that has it now? So if you have this kind of foundation in the center of your build, it's okay. As long as it's the last thing that you put in and you're not planning on trying to put a pillar or any kind of like cross pieces like these through your build, because if you try to sink it, you're not going to be able to. So that's my TED Talk for the day. But I wanted to make sure, because I was streaming when I was building the one part of this. I'm going to go this way so I don't take down my building. And I realized I forgot to connect that thought. It was a 4-hour stream, and I was already, well, actually, I think was that 4 hours? I think it was at 4 hours. But anyway, I was done. Okay, so this is going to be an apartment. I think we're going to go 2 per floor. Is how we decided. We may decide 1 per floor. Actually, yeah, we may go 1 per floor. Because this is pretty, I mean, houses are okay. Apartments would be small though, right? If we were gonna have a second level, we couldn't. So yeah, let's just do one per floor. And this one is not gonna need that. Okay, now how I do it is I put plain floors down. I don't like that that's doing that. I do plain floors down. We'll make this look pretty later. And I need to get some stability to my walls. Okay. Should probably go this way too. This needs to go. I know, you're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm gonna go like this. Want it at the same height. I need it back. I'm gonna have to move this, aren't I? I am. Okay, we're gonna move walls. Now, some will be like, well, why do you care about all that? Well, I want it to last. I don't want a siege to come through here, or even just a stability check to go, and then it fails. So we're going to put these at the edges and decide what we want to go from there. Now, again, that's yellow because there's nothing holding that up, right? So let's give it some flair, because we're going to definitely change that wall later. So now if I put this wall in, it's solid because it's connecting all the way down. So I'm going to do that through the whole build and leave the commentary aside for a little bit. So if this takes too long, I may just go ahead and like fast forward through this. Oh man, we are jumping like crazy on this dedicated server. Okay, this is your edge here. That's the edge. Move it down further. That's it. Okay. Let's put that all the way around. I don't understand why you're doing that. You're still down. There it is. Yes. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. What do we have down here? Okay. bit of alignment there. All right. All right. So the way I build, I put in, well, actually, I've already got the pattern here. So I know these ones are all going to be, need to make sure that there's no space in between those walls and that they are all level. Get the pillar. Because basically that's a stairwell back. Stairway's going to be there. Just put that in so we know where we can put windows and such. I don't think I have a slender stair. So I'm just gonna have to put this in. Okay, so let's go back here to lens support. This height would be this. So the theory is the less pieces that you can put in, the less the game has to deal with, right? So I could put this here, and then kind of do like on each corner, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I can put a wall that's going to go all the way down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I guess we're going to do 5 because we would have had to close that off anyway to look pretty. So we're just going to close it off like that. So now that just looks like a stairwell, right? I want to do I always do the double windows. Problem is, I want it all to be pretty, so I'm going to go with the plain window. The plain window on the corners, right? I want 2 plain windows. No. To do this. Need to quit clicking that last time. And this is all one apartment, right? So we need to have some walls because we need to be able to put up bookshelves and the like. Let's do this. And now we know where we can put our pillars. Remember, those pillars are going to have to go all the way to the bottom. Here. Move that. I don't like to go more than 2 sections without it. I think I'm going to do here. We can go here and then here. On all of those, we're going to need bottoms. So I'm going to go back through and do that now. Is that going through? Yes. Check that. So we're going to move that wall. Still going with 5, right? So we'll pull this out to the edge. And move that one to here. All the way up, all the way up. Redo these ones. We have support. It's got support from that part. We're also going to do it here. See that snapped? These are filled. Okay, let's do bottoms. We went with this one, right? This one? Why do we not have purchase there? We don't have it here. Oh, okay. Order of operations. So sometimes you'll get a red piece. It doesn't mean that it can't go there. It just means that something else is in its way So you remove that something, and then it's usually something on either side of it. So you usually only have to move one piece. Like there, I didn't have to move the whole thing. I can just do that, and it goes. So I picked the one in between, and we're good. And either one of those would have worked, so I'll do that one. Do the one in between. All right. Let's check around back. That's good. Oh, we didn't put any in the back, did we? So that's one. That's two. Let's put one here. Let me put it in. Can't see. Looks like that's red. Okay. So same theory here. This is one thing, but because it is elevated, because we took the floor out. So I'm going to put just one here, snapping it to something else so it has other support. And then I'm going to, oops, go with the adamant walls again, because they just cover a longer range. Now, this is going to be red because they're up off of the ground. But now, when we put this in, they'll be fine. Oh. Let's see, I'll take that out. And we're good. Still don't like that color. Let's put more. See how that was solid? Now we're solid. Okay. Now, these ones. Oh, you were part of the different thing. That's right. Okay. Okay. We know this pillar has to go up. Now, it's yellow because it's sensing that that stair up there, that one, that's putting pressure on it. It's like, I can't hold all of that up. So as soon as we start getting support here, that'll be fine. So these We're gonna go bring it off to here, come all the way down. Same here, come all the way down. So now we've got all the way to the floor. Do it here, way down. And here. Up. Everything needs to be lined up. All the way to the floor. Up to the floor. And then this, I'm going to go this way so we are maximizing the prettiness. Okay. What are you? We were just a wall I had in there before. All those are going to get moved. Right? So we moved that out. So yeah, that's going to come out. Let's go fix that stair so we know where we need to put the support. Okay, I'm looking along the top line, making sure all of the walls are level. Okay, I'm going to go, I'll fix that. Because I have those other walls in there. Just need this because we're coming in here. So we're gonna have to go up. This is part of my thing yesterday, so having to make little changes. We're gonna need floors. Yep. Okay. Should have left these ones in. Okay, so up here we're going to do a door. So let's make it I know I need to get you support in there. I'm coming. Okay, hold on. Just needed to know where this was level. All right. Okay, do you see how those walls aren't touching there? That's why they were so yellow. So we're going to bring the pillars up. And then zip line. Why are you not down there? Okay. Guess you needed a pillar. Getting a pillar, give me a second. Make sure all of those are touching. Good. Okay, there are going to be stairs that way. Pretty sure we will be done by here. But let's... Dedicated servers. Weird. Nope. User error. Stairs on that side. Plenty of wall space there. Good to go. Explore. Let's give these guys cool floors, shall we? So sometimes when you're setting floors, if you rock forward, it pulls it. You see how that crack appears down at the floor, at the edge between the two of them? So don't, be careful when you're placing. If anything, pull back a little bit. We are off by 1. And the underside of this is going to be that, and so I don't want the ceiling of the other floor to be weird. So we're going to switch. To this one. Both sides are the same. They just go different directions. So we're going to do that. I rocked on that one, didn't I? And then I can overlap, and it's not going to look weird on the bottom. What are you doing? And the rest of the floors later. Because I don't like that bright yellow. So we're going to do some support underneath. Okay, so we're going up. Okay, with the step up. Why are we not looking? I'm telling you. So why don't I put floors out? Well, because if I do it now, then the walls won't attach to each other. They'll attach to the floor. Ooh. And that would not be good. I don't know why I'm doing that when I was. Oh yeah, because I need to put the walls up first. I just said that. Okay. This is 3, right? That was second. This is 3rd floor. So there's going to be another stairway over here. What is going on? I am going to make all these walls pretty. No worries. At least from the outside. Same thing, we're going to go with the other floors so we don't have to worry about them being all messed up. We are going to put another level up of this so that we can some support. Okay. Go up. This is third. Coming up here to do fourth. Those are set for rolling. Oh, yes. Okay. And then that's that. Okay. So we need pillars. We're on yellow up here. Okay. All right, let's see how many of these are yellow and if we need to add more. So just so far, just those two at the door. Which makes sense because they've got the weight. That one's always been yellow. Okay. That one now is yellow. I mean, that's pretty dang good for being on the 4th floor and just having a couple of those yellow. So, we're going to have a door that goes to the outside. 2 windows on either side. Ooh. Gonna go. And we might have fun with this one. We might say that this one is like a penthouse one, and we may give it some fun stuff. Wrap around balcony or something. But let's see what kind of support we can get underneath it. That was the one we were gonna do with the window. These are windows. Hmm? We need to reset this server. Sorry, my daughter's coming home from work. Dogs are very excited to see her. Now this, I don't need that anymore. I will need the support, so I'm not going all the way across. Sorry about that. Thought I would spare you the dogs welcoming their sister home. So basically I'm just decorating here because I know this is a good spot. This is all supported. Just getting some lights and whatever around. We're going to go back around and we're going to fix the support for that other stair, and then we'll work on the apartments. I think that's off a little bit, but what you gonna do when they come for you? Okay, so we have railing over here. Thought I was gonna get lucky placing blind. Let's go a little bit further. Oh my goodness. What the flag knob? Come on. Ooh. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go pretty anyway. We're gonna match the other. I'm just trusting that I'm placing those things. Where did I fall? Oh, what was that? Okay. Wait, wrong ones. Oh wait, no, those were... shoot. Those were the right ones because... now these ones are these ones. Matching what we did on the other pieces. Which means I should probably do it here. It's going to go too far. So, I'm going to give you just one. And I want to see what that is up there. Yeah, no, that's not going to be good. Okay, so we're going to put a regular roof on here. I think what I want to do... Oh, we're going to add the support for that first. I'm going to bring these granite pillars all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Then we're going to solid. I'm gonna leave that. We'll see. Mm. Yeah. We're going to need... Let's make this look pretty, yeah? Anybody paying attention to how I'm eating? We're gonna do these down here because we're going to do those ones up there. It's gonna stand. Oh, that's a piece of... Ah. Here and fix that stairwell. So you know, in case I forget to do this, well, whatever. We're going to put this in between here to decorate all the way around. So, you know, that's how it's going to kind of look. We will do some stuff up there. Okay, let's go finish this stair. I do want to go down there and make that look better. Or get the, I'm only going to go from here. Okay. Okay. Now, if we were on a stream, and I would ask you, what do you want to work with? Do you want to work on the roof, since I'm almost out of time? Or do you want to work on stabilizing the floors? But we're not on a stream, so I'm going to make a call. I'm going to put some of the roof on, just to give you an idea of what it's going to turn out to be. And then we'll go down on the how I'm gonna stabilize. Wow, that's fun. Okay, so the new DLC, the Bjorn, came out, and we have these little pieces, roof pieces, which I adore. I sometimes don't like seeing the bottom of those roof things, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to this piece, put it just a little bit out, because I want a little bit of a roof. Let's see how that looks with that. We may have to adjust that. Let make it its own little roof. I only want to do the surrounding edges. Oops, this was supposed to go out. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. It's supposed to go out. Yep. I have a way of dealing with the raptors on the inside. And if you're watching this and you want to know how it got finished, go to my YouTube. Most likely it's going to be up on there. So. And for my normal people, I'm recording this for for an event in the future at the end of the month. There's going to be a Steam fall sale. And I am going to be streaming on there, but sounds weird because now you're kind of listening to it. At the sale. I'm going to be streaming on the sale, but I also want to give them something that they can put in the off times that people aren't available to stream, so that something will be up to watch. So that's what this video is for. So you'll be watching it in a couple days. They'll be watching it at the end of the month. You see how that little edge popped down into place? Yeah, just kind of rock back and forth or step forward or step back and it kind of snaps into place. So let the algorithm work for you. Does not commit. Is that all right? I go to corners from here. I don't want to go all the way up on this, so. And that's why I love these roofs, because you can walk on them. Ah. I think I'm going to do a tray ceiling on the inside, but I'm not going to work on that today. I promised a no longer than 4-hour, or sorry, 2-hour video. So we're going to stop at that. So, and I don't want to spend all the rest of the time on this roof. So, Steam people, since you're watching this at the end of the month, if you haven't played this game, if you don't know this community, this is one of the most supportive communities out there. I would highly encourage you not only to get the game, because I've played over 3,000 hours on this game, and that's not away from keyboard, that's playing. I mean, there might be over the 2 years I've played, there might be a few minutes where it was away from keyboard for things, but in the very beginning we didn't have the option of putting it on pause, so a lot of that was all play. So I've been playing since the beginning, and I started out on PlayStation and then moved to PC. So it is a great game and well worth whatever price it is right now, because I don't know what it is, but it definitely worth whatever you're gonna pay. So They come out with DLCs periodically and updates all the time. The devs listen to the RTM community, so get into the Discord and get involved. You don't have to get too involved. You can be a fly on the wall for a while. That's what I did. But yeah, so that's the outside of her. Remember, we're going to put that decorative stuff all the way around. Dress it up a little bit more. Lights and decorations inside. So like I said, at the end of the month, when you're watching this, you are going to, you can just go to my YouTube, Jubo_1071, and you will see what this turned out to be. For now, we're going to work in here and give some support to these floors above. For a few more minutes, and then I need to there it goes. Come on, all the way down. Thank you. All the way down. Thank you. Okay, let's get some lights up in here. I think what I want to do, I think I'm going to make a separation. I think separating the rooms is going to be enough. Otherwise, what you can do, I love these. I love using these and having them span the area. So, in fact, that might be front part. Oh, I don't have it on the same. Let's see what we need to switch in front. Right there. So let's switch you. Put you here. You here. I do like them being into pillars. So we're going to put an extra pillar there. Take this one. We won't. So we're just going to have a lot of heavy front pillars. Actually, don't take the lazy way. Didn't match up. So let's put it in right. There. Okay, so then back here, we have this as the kitchen living room. We can do this as bedrooms and anything else. Okay, now let's go up there and we'll see how that floor is shaped out. If we've got enough support. I don't know why I'm going into this sing-songy voice. Oi. Okay. Here. And see how we're solid now? We were yellow before. And now we're solid. So we're going to do the same thing here. And then we'll wrap this up. if you're watching this and it's the end of the month and you're at the Steam sale, I would highly recommend to check out the rest of the official Return to Moria content creators, because they are great people. So and highly entertaining. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Let's go up. Why are we off? Need more, huh? Oh, it's connected. There we are. Ah, or not. So that one is. These now that that's in there. No. Alright, let's go check those floors. Or those walls. Might be just simply the walls aren't attached right. We need some basement. Ah, that's why. Okay. I was making it connect to the top instead of the floor where the walls have connected in. You see how, sorry, right here, the lining lines up now instead of before where it was off. So now we are connected into the structure. So it should be okay. Let's go check it out. What's this one? Anyway, ooh. There we are. There we go. Okay. Lights. Just so that we can see it from the outside. Okay. Well, this is where I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, I didn't put my stuff down there, did I? Good night. Well, yes, good night, but I lopped this. All right. Let's go to sleep so you can see it in the daytime. All right, here she is. Let's come up a little bit. Finish those columns right there, going all the way up there. So basically the outside of it is going to look like that. I'm going to put some vines and stuff in it and get it looking pretty, and adding that decorative barrier all the way around. And yeah, so thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Remember to follow anybody else that's coming on for the sale.